Hi there, welcome to Robot Reacts. Tonight I'm going to be reacting to His Dark Materials episode 2. First one ended, Lyra's gone off with Mrs. Coulter to be her assistant. Her friend's been captured by the Gobblers. Everyone's going to London, so it's all heading up there to find out what's going on. It's been an interesting first episode, so let's see how the second one goes.
Is that the Skraeling who mapped the currents of the Great Northern Ocean?
Hello, Eliza.
You know?
Oh, she knows her explorers.
Of course. Now come, Lyra.
Is that an armoured bear skull? I've heard so much about them.
Lyra. Lyra. Sit down.
How do you expect me to eat when there's all these cool bones about?
Sweetbreads.
Child's eyes. Useful.
Lyra, look around this room. How many women do you see? In every room there are those that would belittle you. With my help, they won't lay a scratch on you. For you will have knowledge that they won't. That I can teach you to wield power over all of them. But you must let me mold you.
The temptation of Lyra.
You must trust me.
We shouldn't change just so we can fit in here. She's being very kind to us, Pan.
That makes a good point. And a fabulous fashion accessory.
Nice.
They say that he crossed between the worlds. That's heresy. That's an interesting word for you to use. Especially considering what I've heard of Azrael's visit to this college. Is it true he spoke of dust, and that you're funding his investigations? His skull is in our crypt. It will stay there, as is his right, and our responsibility. Of course. Master.
Why is he so concerned about the skull? What secrets could the skull hold?
Now, the thing about electrons is that they
They are
are...
negatively charged particles, sort of like dust. But dust might not be charged.
Dust.
You know, from space dust. That
Oh,
dust.
shouldn't have mentioned the dust.
You see, I do know some things.
What do you know about dust, Lyra?
It comes from space. It lights people up if you have a special camera to see it by. And,
The monkey wants to kill her.
it doesn't affect children.
Who did you learn this from?
Just a visiting scholar from Denmark who came to Jordan.
Well, I'm sure you know much more about it than I do. Now, let's get back to these electrons.
Ooh, the sinister two-step starts.
Can I help?
You can find my son.
I thought she was going to swear then.
The Gobblers took him, and we'll find him.
And if you're all wrong,
Show him the jumper. I won't do that, you don't know where it's been.
Let's take the fight to these Gobblers. I've got a plan. Do you want to be part of it, Tony?
Is it a cunning plan?
The General Oblation Board is causing trouble again. A recent Egyptian raid trying to find those damn children.
Did they?
No. Give them credit. The General Oblation Board's policy of moving them constantly and quickly seems to have borne fruit.
That is definitely not the pipes making that noise. It's moving.
Is it the monkey? Ooh, don't go in there.
It's very late.
Okay.
Mrs. Coulter, how are you able to be so far away from your demon? It's too painful.
I'm not.
It's not natural. He was in the study. You were down the hallway.
You're mistaken. He
Okay.
was with me the entire time.
So they have to be quite close or it's painful.
I'm sleepy. Good night. Sleep tight.
Don't let the monkeys bite.
I could never be that far away from you, Lyra. What is she? I don't know, Ban. We need to find out.
She's suspicious, that's what she is.
Ezra was lying. It's not him. We need to cross.
Okay, you know it's not him just by feeling his skull. Brogues, not Oxfords. Okay, what's going on here? Must be really annoying if you've got a crappy demon. So, oh, I wanted to have a lion instead. I've got a dung beetle.
Thank you. I don't drink tea.
May I fetch you some water?
Well, he's some kind of wrong if you don't drink tea.
Lyra, run along. The grown-ups are talking.
I don't
Lyra!
Ooh, Lyra's feeling the burn.
Whispers become weapons in the wrong hands. Now, I'm sure you would agree the Magisterium is
Good
more
line.
valuable than any of us.
You were angry, I could see it.
I wasn't angry.
She is now, though.
And you still are.
Evil bitch!
If you behave in this vulgar and coarse way, then we'll have a confrontation, which I will win.
This isn't who you are! It was meant to just upset you!
Whenever any guests arrive in the future, they are going to find you perfectly sweet,
So why, when the monkey was getting bitten, didn't
innocent,
Mrs. Coulter feel it?
delightful, just as children should be. Do you understand?
You can't treat me like this! My uncle won't let you!
When has that man ever done anything for you?
He's done everything!
He's done nothing! He's a failure of a man and a failure of father!
Ooh. The truth's coming out now.
My mother. Who is she?
Could have been anyone.
But it wasn't. Well, that was certainly an interesting scene. Hello?
Jordan has moved on. Roger has moved on. Now you need to move on.
I don't think she believes
You're
you.
lying. General Oblation Board of London. General Oblation Board of London. And what's the General Oblation Board?
I ain't got a family. So I worked on our friends. Lyra. From Jordan College.
How nice to write to a friend.
Dear
Don't trust the
Lyra,
Billy.
you must be wondering where I am.
Sorry, Billy's the other one.
About to go on a trip. All the way to the north.
What have you found, Lyra?
To a place called the station.
The station.
Monkey proof in her room.
I don't think I understand any grown-ups at all.
We're complicated things. So what's he up to in our world, apart from eating crisps? And obviously don't have them in his world.
Best way to stay safe from the gobblers. Move in with one of them. That's what they call it, isn't it? The initials you see, General Oblation Board.
Gobbler.
And the penny drops.
She's involved.
She is the Oblation Board.
There's too many people here. She hasn't locked the lift.
Leg it!
Where are you taking us?
We're going on a trip. To the north. To the best place you could possibly go to.
We're going to Santa Land.
You
liked her, man.
I know.
She's
Evil.
You're tired. Try and sleep.
It's the gobblers. I did warn you. Okay, so what can we say about that episode? There were some interesting points raised in it. Some things that I think, from what I can remember of the books, wasn't in the original books. For instance, the guy who was crossing over to our version of Oxford, that wasn't really mentioned till the second book, so that's quite interesting. So it's not an exact verbatim of the first book from what I can remember, so it's interesting that they've sort of branched off from that, so that means there are going to be bits that I won't recognise and stuff, so that's always good. To be honest, I probably remember the first book more than the whole of the books, and that's probably because the film was made of it, so that sort of reinforces a lot of that. It was interesting to see the relationship between Lyra and Mrs. Coulter, especially finding out that Lord Asriel's her father, and sort of it's implied by it. You could see that Mrs. Coulter actually cares for Lyra, so I think I said in the reactions, is she the mother? I can't remember from the books, but it's looking that way. Her monkey is evil. It looks evil and it acts evil, although it was quite sweet when it was patting Pam at one point, but not so sweet when it was trying to squash him. So that was quite interesting. I can see a few kids hiding behind the sofas when that monkey's on screen. So that was good. I like the way she was trying to make Lyra into little lady, and she weren't overly happy with it. Good to see her that she's getting the alethiometer out and trying to play with it, and it started to work a little bit for her at the end, so that journey's still got a long way to go. Again, it's interesting to see they're setting it up, showing how Mrs. Coulter's working for, basically she's the head of the Gobblers, which came as a shock to Lara, and so hence why she's tried to escape. It was interesting carrying on with the Gobblers. The Egyptians nearly found their hiding place. They just sort of missed them by a gnat's chuff, as the saying goes, because the Gobblers keep moving about, which is probably sensible when you've got a lot of angry parents looking for you. One question I was asking got answered when I can't, whatever the guy's name is, the guy who can get to Oxford. He squashed the reporter's demon and she died. Well, it was implied she died, or we knocked her out. You don't really see, but it looks that way. So yeah, I couldn't remember, but I was pretty sure that if you kill someone's demon, it kills them, so there was that confirmed. Also, there was the point with Mrs. Coulter and her monkey, how Lyra pointed out that being away from your demon over a certain distance hurts you, so there's a physical and mental link between the two of them, and somehow she's managed to increase the range that her monkey can operate at, so that'll be interesting to see how they go on to explain that. But all in all, I think it was a good solid episode. It answered a few questions. I suppose especially if you don't know the source material, as I said, I try not to spoil it too much, but I think the book's been out long enough, so if you're watching this show you've probably read the book, but I'll still try and keep it relatively spoiler free if I can. Anyway, so that was episode 2. Again, another good episode I really enjoyed, so roll on episode 3 and let's see what happens then. But anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye.